Welcome back to Retire Smart, the uninitiated guide. I'm Tennille Alonso, your host. Before we start off today's show, I just want to say a great thank you to all our subscribers. We've started this series, and I'm really, really happy to see that there are a few followers and people who are taking in the content. Thank you so much for your support. Today's show, I want to really exhaust this topic of how to recession proof your retirement plan because even in today's economy and what we're experiencing, we're having a bit of a precursor event where we could visualize the impact of growing old and seeing the impact of our expenses and so on, and seeing how the economy could go up and down and so forth. So we're experiencing that now. And so for those of us who are perhaps 20, 30, 40, 50, you know, this is a wonderful way of managing your retirement planning process so that you don't fall victim of recessionary pressures. All right. So we know when the economy dips, prices skyrocket. It is felt in our pockets, our homes, our families. So today we want to recession proof our strategies and ensure that our financial security is protected. Because when we think about safety and financial safety, it allows you to think about not just how you take care of yourself, but how you take care of the people you love. And the thing is that in a recession threatens that ability. And so it's so important that we put in strong strategies in place to protect our income and also to protect our ability to show up for our family and our community. So let's kick it off and find out how we can build resilience into our retirement plan. And number one, what we want to look at is diversifying our investments. So there are various mechanisms that we can use to manage our income streams. And it's really about looking at how you can spread your money across various assets like stocks, bonds, annuities, and property. So I know a lot of persons, they already understand this concept, but they may have a preference for one versus the next. It's really important that we open ourselves to ideas and to finding ways to diversifying. So we may not understand, for example, how to get into the stock market or the bond market, but we can learn. All right. And I assure you that this is something that I'm committed to doing. And even if we don't look at those topics right now in this particular season, I can assure you we will be looking at it in season 2 and beyond. All right. So the next thing that we can do to recession proof would be to maintain an emergency fund. So I know this is not a new concept, but we know that when you have an emergency fund, it gives you breathing room. And it's recommended that we try to build a fund that is of significance, at least 6 to 12 months of expenses you want to have as an emergency fund. And it does help when you are facing recessionary pressures on your pocket. The third thing that we want to think about and to really, really implement would be to have guaranteed income products. Now, we did talk about diversifying your investments and we did speak about annuities, but this is a special concept. It's not just annuities, but also pensions. So, annuities and pensions, they are lifetime income products that are very stable. And no matter what the market swing is, you are guaranteed to get that income. And that is one of the most powerful recession proof strategies that you can implement. So I'm speaking here to, let's say you are a business owner and you're doing really, really well, or you are a career professional and you're at the highest point of your earning bracket. You want to ensure that you invest heavily into some of these guaranteed income products in addition to some things, that you would be doing otherwise. All right. Because this is guaranteed income no matter what is happening in the economy. All right. The other thing that you can look at would be avoiding panic selling during a recession, right? You don't want to just, sell off assets. You want to stay calm, stick to your long-term strategy. If it is that the economy is not going well, you don't just panic sell, right? That's one way to recession proof your income. The other thing that we want to mention here, and this is our final point, is to review your insurance coverage, because unexpected health issues and healthcare costs, and accident costs could derail your plans. And you want to make sure that you're covered so that you are not completely derailing your savings objectives or your withdrawal strategies from the things that you would have put in place. So, reviewing your insurance coverage is another way to recession proof your retirement. Because, this economic scenario that we see is really outside of our control. And we would definitely not have control, whether it's now or in the future. But our plan is in our control. Every step that we take, it strengthens our foundation and it keeps our needs and our family's needs and our peace intact. So, if you want to ensure that your retirement plan can weather any storm, I would recommend that you book a free retirement income review with me. And you can access my calendar link in the description below. Together, we could look at ways in which you can strengthen your safety net as you plan for retirement and beyond, because you deserve the stability of retirement, the stability of what financial planning could do for you, and not the stress. Okay. So why not subscribe, share this episode, and schedule your review? In the description below, you can find that link. Next time, we'll be talking about the smart moves that you need to make if you are 5 years away from retirement. So if you're 5 years away from retirement, you definitely do not want to miss the next episode. All right, so we look forward to that time together. In the meantime, you take care, and I'll see you soon.